Look, they played in the playoffs. They played 2 games in the playoffs. They played the Giants and then Josh Johnson and Brock
Okay,
Purdy's torn UCL or whatever it was. And I'm gonna say something that's just gonna piss everybody off, but I simply just don't think the Eagles have played the talent that I think the Chiefs have had to play.
and you
Just go
think
look at the
that's
schedule.
gonna be a factor in the Super Bowl?
I
Like, you
think it's a
think
factor. I think there's no way. If I'm right, I believe the Chiefs are an underdog in this matchup.
maybe
I
a
think that
slight one?
I think that they're at plus money right now, which is just absolutely insane. Yeah, they're plus 104 Chiefs. They're not an underdog. Like the Eagles are good, obviously. I mean, they put up 31 on one of the best defenses in the league. Um, it's so simple. Just look at the teams they played, and like, I mean, I understand you can't take September, October football and compare it, but like, there's not one electric offense they're playing other than the Cowboys, and they got beat, which I understand. I understand. Jalen Hurts didn't play that game. Okay, makes a
My
huge
my
difference.
my take with that is just, again, you can't. This is the Super Bowl, bro.
It makes it feel safe for me. That's all I gotta say. I truly think with everything I got, Eagles winning this. Or not Eagles. The Chiefs are gonna win this. I love shitting on the Eagles because I really this whole year I've been down on them. I really didn't think they'd even make it this far. I
Damn, you've
thought they
been
would get
down on them,
smoked.
and they're 14-3. Like, when are you gonna be right up against about this
14 and
team,
3
bro?
playing bum
When are
teams.
you gonna be right
If the
about
Colts
them?
had the same schedule, they'd literally be in the Super Bowl right now.
Hell
Look,
yeah! Can you imagine doing a Super Bowl episode talking about the Colts? Maybe imagine being
oh my
Super Bowl week and
god.
knowing you're playing.
Look, they played in the playoffs. They played 2 games in the playoffs. They played the Giants and then Josh Johnson and Brock
Okay,
Purdy's torn UCL or whatever it was.
I get your point, and also that Giants matchup. I agree with you that the Giants are frauds, but that's also your third time playing them. That's a divisional game. We even said it going into that week. Do you remember that? We said the Giants might win that game, but then the Eagles win it, and now you're saying that it's an easy game. It's like an easy matchup. That's a third time playing a team. That's a division rival. Like, that's a hard game to come out and win, and they did win it. And I agree with you that the Giants are nothing, but that game is harder than you're making it right now. You're overlooking it. And then, yeah, Brock Purdy got injured and they had to play Josh Johnson. And Brock Purdy came back and was only throwing screen passes. They were handing it off. And they probably arguably should have just went Debo Samuel and McCaffrey Wildcat instead of Josh Johnson. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know, man.
and
They have
if
so
you
much
look at
talent. Like, you,
I mean, one of the Eagles games against the Giants, obviously they played against the preseason team, but um I just think that like there's no
you've been you've been wrong about them all year.
I've been
That's
wrong,
all
and
I'm getting from
I
it. And
this is
you
why
might
I'm
be
giving a
wrong
warning
about
here.
them in the Super Bowl
I
now.
could I could be wrong. Even if they win the Super Bowl, dude, I'm convinced that they're still one of the biggest bums. I'm just kidding. But
Frauds.
nah, if they beat the Chiefs, they're definitely not fraud. This is the hardest test they're gonna be up against all season by a mile. I mean, the Cowboys they
Usually the
played.
Super Bowl matchup is probably the hardest test. That's another hot take from Jax.
Well, I mean, like no, this isn't the Chiefs' hardest matchup of the year. I mean, the Chiefs played the Bengals. I think the Bengals are better than the Eagles. I don't know if that matchup happened. No, it didn't
I can
happen because
agree
they
with that.
obviously. But I think that the Chiefs had played the Bengals, the Bills. They probably played. I mean, the teams in their division are
Uh
harder than
that
like
division didn't shape out how we thought going into the season.
I don't know, man. I really think the Jags and Eagles would be a good game too. I want to see that. I think the Jags could probably freaking beat the Eagles. Um,
Listen, you can't
I
listen.
understand that
I
this is
I
sounding.
I would rather see the Chiefs win, and I only picked the Eagles because you picked the Chiefs. So don't put all this juju in the air, and then the Eagles are going to come out and 40 ball them just because you're shitting on them again.
If the Eagles
You
40,
have to show respect to Philly, man. Like, they're I don't know. They're a hot
bro,
team, man.
I'm telling you, if they don't get the run game going there, I mean, they obviously had the pass game there, but that run game's bailed them out the past 2 games because
Did it have to bail them out, or was that just what they used because it was working? Like that. What do you mean it bailed them out?
it bail them out. But I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like because they played a good 49ers defense, I think that that run game, if they wasn't there, I mean, they
Didn't
scored
Bosa
every
get hurt
touchdown.
also in that game?
What?
Didn't Bosa get hurt in the championship game too
I
at some
think
point in the
so,
game?
maybe. Maybe I have no idea. But I mean, this could be the reflection of good defense, but like what even is there? I mean, like they no quarterbacks there. They played Andy Dalton, Andy Dalton,
Yeah, still looking at the regular season schedules.
Davis Webb, and then they played Daniel Jones, and then they played Josh Johnson.
Who the
Okay,
hell is Davis Webb? What is that? What team's he on?
that's the Giants quarterback that played against them when they
Oh
only won
my
by 6.
god.
I'm telling you. And then they played the Cowboys. Dak Prescott threw for 347 and 3 touchdowns on him.
Yeah, but they didn't have
Dak
Jalen
Prescott,
Hurts.
I'm not saying is the best quarterback, but other than that, they literally played I guess Malik Willis played that game. They played Justin Fields. Like, what is this?
Guy is still reading off regular season schedules.
Because it's
If you guys still listen to the podcast, you're troopers, man.